So I recently injured my lower back tailbone area, and it really only affects me if I sit down for too long and I stand up. Almost to the point that I actually have trouble standing up for like 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden I'm fine. I remember the first day or two, my mobility was kind of limited in my hips, but I still had majority of my strength. And as of now, like there's still a little bit of pain, but I'm working on my mobility. I'm working on tractioning out the spine and just getting back into it. So the exact cause of it was either work related. I'm not sure if I did too much work incorrectly, or if it's workout related that happened during a Zerker rack pull, because I did feel some pain while warming up on 585 on my last rack pull day. But I didn't feel any pain right after. I did reverse hypers just to continue warming it up, and then was able to aim for 765 and then failed 785 multiple times. I know the form I used was not decent. It did increase the risk of injury. But then there could also be other factors in, like I'm overtrained, I'm doing a lot of work, not sleeping enough. But even today, like I still had a little bit of trouble getting up while sitting if I sit down for too long, but I actually do have the full mobility to do a Zerker deadlift, even though I didn't attempt it today. But on to the next thing. What am I doing to get back into it? Or what seems to be working so far? So, first thing I'm doing right now is reverse hypers. I've always had been doing reverse hypers on a bench or hyperextension bench, but I decided to do a few extra sets, like before every workout. And today I did with a band attached to the hyperextension machine to see how it would go. Felt great. I think it's important to work out the lower back directly. I think it's important to have traction in the spine. Another thing I did for myself at the gym on the hyperextension machine was work out the spinal erectors at full range of motion. I didn't do this with any weights, but I set the hyperextension machine as high as possible, and I just focusing on spinal flexion, spinal extension. And then I also focus on doing some hanging leg raises with just knees up. It was painful for me to do it the first few days, but over time the pain reduced a lot, and just working on the spinal flexion, spinal extension, but more towards the abs. Another tip I did was I was hanging from the gym rings at the gym. It was high enough that I can actually just relax and just feel the lower back stretch out a bit. And then I've, as always, used an inversion table for the last 2 years. I do it every day between a minute, or some days I might do about 3 or 4 minutes. And then just do like typical breathing exercises while I'm on an inversion table. The last thing I did for myself was I haven't slept on the bed in over a week. So some days I like to sleep on the floor. Just, I heard it's good for keeping the body straight, good for aligning the body properly, especially if you sleep on your back. And since I noticed I made a mistake during my Zerker rack pull, I decided to sleep on the floor the same day. And then since then, I've just been sleeping on the floor. I know some people might think I'm crazy for sleeping on the floor, thinking that's going to improve the back. Well, most people sleep on the bed when they get a back injury, but I don't think that's actually good for you. But even today's workout, I was able to still lift pretty much heavy. I didn't go like 1 rep max or anything. I was still able to do Zerker hyperextensions. I was still able to do heavy shrugs. And even doing rotational deadlifts with 135 pounds. I'm even surprised I can still do rotational deadlift with 135 pounds. But I didn't take a chance on going as heavy as 185 like I did one day.